Oh, hello! Welcome back to Nikki's Nosh. And today it's too good to go at a bakery. Well, after doing the too good to go the other day for Toby Carvery, I decided to have another go, and there was a local bakery which was doing a big bag for £3.30. Now it must be popular because all these people kept coming in and collecting the bags and the staff were there. Now I did film it. I'm not absolutely certain how many bags they were handing out, but whilst I was there they must have handed out at least 5 bags, and there was more there, so it must be popular. So this is my local bakery. It's called Cooplands. It really is Yorkshire more than anything else. So we're going to be opening this bag and seeing what we get. Right, welcome to Nikki's Nosh, and of course I'm Nikki. And just over there, look, I've got the window cleaners have arrived, and they are cleaning my window. You don't mind being on the camera, do you? Oh, okay. Well, I'll only get your side on. That you might hear a little banjo music being played. I haven't seen their banjos yet, but who knows? Right, let's have a little look, see what we've got in here. Right, so I've got a bag. Well, we'll look at the bag in a minute, and another bag. So there's 2 bags, and then there's a loaf. Now, this is a really good-looking loaf. The actual bag will come in handy. I'll feed it to my worms, which will be another episode. Right, so look, so what we've got here is we've got a Cooplands loaf. It's a large country grain loaf, medium slice, so it's perfect for me. And there's all the details, which I'll hold up and bring it around. You can see there. They're based in Scarborough, and if you've ever been to Scarborough, it's quite a nice place. It's a good looking loaf. Now I dare say that loaf would have probably cost in and around about £1.75, £1.80. I mean, in Tesco's they would sell this loaf for a lot more than that. So I'll find the Tesco's comparative price, and I'll also try and find the price of this loaf. So we've got a loaf. So I need one, so that's good. And it's multi-grain. Why don't we just open it up and have a taste? Right, so yeah, look, we're not talking about a rubbishy piece of bread. That's a good piece of bread. It's full of grain, and I think what I'll do, just to put it to the test, I'll put my loaf here, and I'll just pop that into my toaster, and we'll have one piece toasted.
I know you like baking because you're watching this great Nikki's Nosh video. Just as a loaf of bread rises slowly, I hope you will add some heft to the Nikki's Nosh YouTube channel by doing as I have done: like, comment, subscribe and share. Your baking will rise perfectly if you do. I promise.
And what have I got here? Well, I think it's not something that I would eat. We've got 2 pasties, and they are corned beef and potato. Now, I really don't like corned beef. In fact, corned beef is one of Nikki's nasties. I haven't eaten corned beef in about 50 years. So I'm going to have a bit of corned beef now. I'm going to eat one of these. Now, I'm not certain that I should heat them up, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat one cold, and then I'm going to heat one up. So I'll slice this in half. Let's put that there. Slice this in half. And this is corned beef and potato, and there's some, I don't know, it looks like it's got some onion or something in it, but we'll try it, and you can watch me taste it. Let's get the camera back up. So yeah, well, it might be potato, that. Good potato. But that potato tastes rather nice. And it's a puff pastry. Now, one of these would easily be £1. I haven't had any lunch today, and that is not bad. That's good. I enjoyed that. I'm not one for eating many pies, but That's got flavour. I taste beef, taste seasoning, salt and pepper. Taste the. In fact, I only tasted one piece of potato. I think there was only one little chunk of potato in it. But that was quite good. I'd recommend that. So if you live in and around York, look, I can honestly say the corned beef and potato pasty is recommended. Again, covered in fluff, puff pastry. It's good. I wouldn't have chosen it. So I found that I quite like corned beef. So that's another one I can knock off my list on Nikki's nasties. I'll be eating corned beef for a while. So what I'll do is I'll bob that one now. Do I bob it into the microwave or do I bob it into the Ninja? I think I'll bob it into the Ninja for 3 minutes, and it might even improve it. So the bread is back out of the toaster, so let's have a look at it. It's toasted well. All the that is a really good piece of bread. I bought a loaf like this from Sainsbury's yesterday, and I had put it in the freezer. This is good. Will I go back to Cooplands and buy some bread? Well, I think I will after that. So that's the thing about the Too Good To Go. You get a flavour for some of the food that you wouldn't necessarily eat. I haven't been and bought anything from Cooplands for quite a long time. So the bread's good. That corned beef and potato pasty was good. And I've got a spare one there, which I'll have for my dinner tomorrow. So, whilst that's doing, let's have... Look at these. 1, 2, 3. And Bake Me Happy is on the thing, and that certainly is baking me happy. Cooplands, it says they've been freshly baking bread since 1885, and I have to say we've got 3 of these little fancy little cake things now, even with a bit of flake on the end. So I'm going to taste the flake. Now it's not a Cadbury's flake, but heck, it's got a lot of flavour. That very chocolatey. What shall I do? The Ninja has just finished. Let's put the cakes down here and get the pasty back. Well, this is the pasty. It's been heated for 3 minutes on the air crisp setting, so that's 200 degrees centigrade, 200 degrees Celsius, and it's boiling hot. There's still a bit of potato. It's the other piece of potato, but shall we taste it again? Well, I recommend heating it up. 3 minutes. It could probably do with 4 minutes if you're doing it from a standing start, but that's good. So far we've got some bread there, might have been £2. We've got 2 of these pasties, which might have been £1 each, so that makes £4, and we've got 3 of these little cakes. Now each of those cakes, let's say each of them are 66 pence. Probably more than that. I'll wander back into Cooplands tomorrow and find out. So if those are each 60, well, let's say each of them is 50 pence. We've got, for £3.30, we've got £1, £2, £3, £4, £5.50 for £3.30. I think that's a deal. And so will I be going back to Cooplands for another one of these magical bags? Yes, I will. And do I recommend you try out the bakery section of Too Good To Go? Yes, I think you should. Can I recommend Too Good To Go? Yeah, for the second time I can. So far, 2 out of 2. We've had 2 excellent bargains. This one give me about £5.50 worth of value for £3.30. And the fact that people keep going back, what you seem to get is a loaf of bread. You get a couple of pasties so that you can heat up, or you get some sandwiches, and then you get these rather nice cakes. Now, I'm going to try this cake now, not to disappoint you, because obviously I've still got to eat I've still got to eat that pasty, but never mind, let's do it now. It's buttercream on the top. It's not real cream. Very sweet. Very, very sweet indeed. It's not something that I particularly like. However, I will eat it. Now, they bake their own cakes. All this is properly baked in their own, either in their factory or in their shop. And let's try the cake. That's good. Have a butcher's look at that. That's a good little cake. Now, would I buy this cake again? Probably not, because I've got ways of cooking my own cakes, and my cakes would probably be just as good as this. So would I buy one of these? No. And would I put on this sort of buttercream, which is quite high-end sugar? Would I use that? No, I wouldn't. But that's my own personal preference. I've got both my father and my sister and my grandmother were all diabetics, so I have to be a little bit careful. But if you have kids, these would go down a treat. The cake is good. It's very, very spongy, extremely spongy, and it isn't dry. It's very moist. So we've done a very quick video at a Too Good To Go deal, and it was at one off their bakery selection, and this is for Cooplands, bakers that they're based in Scarborough in North Yorkshire, and they've got shops all over the place. In York, they've probably got about 10 of them, and all of the shops seem to participate in the Too Good To Go deal. When I went in there were loads of people going to collect their deals, so clearly it is popular. There's no problem about that. So I think we've got a fair deal. We've got a loaf of bread, we got a couple of pasties, and we've got some rather nice tasty cake. I've got a couple of them. I'll leave these two for my daughter when she comes to visit tomorrow. And tomorrow we're cooking a bird, and it is not a turkey, and it is not a chicken, and it's not a duck. So that'll be a bit of fun. So keep subscribing, subscribe, like, and do all the other things that you know you're supposed to do. And I'll see you very, very soon. And so from me, Nikki at Nikki's Nosh, cheers, me dears.
Oh, hello again. Please subscribe to Nikki's Nosh and like, comment and share.